How is everyone doing this afternoon here in Kingsport? Thank you for coming out. My name is Tim White. I'm co-founder of the Appalachian Cultural Music Association, and right now I'm the sitting vice president. This is Rick Dollar. He's the president of the organization. We're a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We've been in existence for about 11 years now. And word kind of leaked out a week or so back that we were moved to Kingsport. That wasn't a vicious rumor, that is the truth. We're coming to Kingsport after being in Bristol for many years, and Bristol's been a wonderful place to be, a wonderful home, but we're just so happy to be here and be embraced by the city officials in Kingsport and a lot of the merchants and folks who are basically the movers and shakers here in town. So we appreciate their love for country and bluegrass and old-time music, Americana music, and we have been, like I said, in existence for 11 years as the ACMA. Actually, James Bryant, did James make it today? James has been having a few health issues. I don't see him, but James Bryant and I co-founded this organization, like I said, in '06. Prior to that, we started a museum at the Bristol Mall in 1998. So we have accumulated artifacts over the last nearly 20 years. Next year will be the 20th year. We have a wonderful museum. A lot of the folks, I see John Necessary, and I see my father, Shirley, and a lot of folks, Teresa and her husband, all here. They've been packing up all the artifacts over at the location we've been at Bristol for the past 5 or 6 years. Alan Hurley's building. I want to thank Alan Hurley for all he's done for the ACMA as well as James Bryant, who kept the museum open at the Bristol Mall for many years. So it's been a team effort. To this point, in the past, up until this point, we're an all-volunteer 501c3. Everything that you see when our museum, if you've been there in Bristol or when you see it open here in Kingsport, is done by volunteers, people who have a passion for this music. We have a weekly Pickin Porch that's been going on since 1998. Rick Dollar here is the MC of that over the past year and a half. I emceed it for the first, I don't know how many, 17 years or so, but Rick's doing a great job. And I guess what I'm doing is hitting your highlights right now about the history of the organization. So the Mountain Music Museum, the ACMA Pickin Porch, we do help fund 2 scholarships at East Tennessee State University for the Bluegrass, Old Time, and Country Music program. We've done that for many years. The Leon Kaiser Scholarship and the Benny Sims Scholarship. We usually do that concert, and it will be coming up the last Saturday in February 2018. We do it at Northeast State Technical College over in Blumpville near the Tri-City Regional Airport. So we do a lot of good work. We have a passion for this music. We have a wonderful museum and a great active and interactive Pickin Porch. And I guess that's a quick history of what we've been doing. There's a whole lot more to it than that, but that's hitting the high spots. And at this point, I'd like to turn it over to our president, Rick Dollar, and let him tell you where we're heading and the big move that we made coming to Kingsport. Rick?
How's everybody doing today? I know you city guys, you guys already got your lunch, right? Yeah? You got a good one. Speaking of the city guys, I want to recognize Judd Teague, Chris McCart, Mike Fleming. I mean, all of you guys that have taken your day to come over here and talk to us and see what's going on with the ACMA. We appreciate the whole bunch. We also want to notice Joe Boggs at Domtar Ridgefield. Jeff Keeling is going to be here from Appalachian Federal Credit Union. They're big supporters. Two of the people that are stepping out in faith, I guess, pretty much, and saying, yeah, we like what you're doing, and we're hoping that you're going to be successful in the future. So kudos to those guys. But thanks for all the volunteers for showing up today. Want to say something really quick about someone that actually works here, Bonnie McDonald. Bonnie is a real jewel in all this because I did not have time to do everything I needed to do, and she stepped forward. Yeah, and so you guys should really give her a feather in her hat over this because she did a great job. What we're going to do first and foremost is let you know what our first set of plans are. We're going to be relocating the Mountain Music Museum at 316 Broad Street, Suite 102, right next to Hook and Ladder Moonshine Distillery that's already located there. And we are, have just gotten the confirmation from the movers, professional movers that we have, and they're going to be coming in on the 13th of November and moving everything in one day, which kind of scared me. But I think they're well worth it. I think from what they told me, they had helped move in the chamber also. So we're very, very happy to have everybody involved. But now the museum itself has not just artifacts like Tim's talking about. We have one-of-a-kind instruments. You name it, it's in there. If you want to know what the timeline is from the 1927 sessions all the way down to current day, you're going to be able to do that in this museum. There's going to be a gift shop, so you can buy, pick yourself up a T-shirt, let everybody know that you've been there and supporting the ACMA. And I think overall, our 20th anniversary next year is going to be probably the biggest 20th anniversary that you could ever think of. We're going to kind of blow it out because we've changed locations, and you guys have given us the gusto to do it by standing with us, and we appreciate that a whole bunch. But sponsorship possibilities are always open, and all you got to do is just give me a call. I'll be more than happy to help you out with that. All sponsorships are I guess main title sponsorships. They're going to be something that we can take your funds and let you see exactly what our plans are in the future with some things I can't talk about yet because they're not complete. But one thing that we can talk about is the Pickin Porch Show Stage 1, which is going to be located right here in the Renaissance Theater, one time per month. And tickets are going to be very reasonable, $15 in advance, $20 day of. Now, January the 19th, we're going to have Presley Barker and Shadowgrass. You might remember those kids from Steve Harvey's show, Little Big Shots. And we're going to let the ETSU Pride Band come in and open up for those guys. We are going to utilize a lot of ETSU bands this year. Just simple fact that we need to support those guys. We have scholarships there, but we feel like that it's just a kind of a lost art sometimes to, you look over what's right in front of you, and those guys are something else. They have 10 to 12 bands that are ready to go out anytime. So Friday, March the 16th, which you probably already have this, the Pole Wrangler Boys with Fireside Collective. Fireside Collective has a lot of young men that came from ETSU. Jeff Little and Wayne Henderson, I'm sure Wayne Henderson's name sounds really familiar to a lot of you guitar guys. And Carolina Blue opening up for those guys. And Friday, May the 25th, Chosen Road with Nick Chandler and Delivery. So that's going to be a big show. And the June show, I cannot talk about yet because it is there's a contractual problem. Not with us, but they have another show earlier in the year, and we have agreed not to put that out until after January. So Bonnie has been, and ladies at the Theater Guild have been just excellent in getting us some dates together so that we can look at what we're going to do over the next 6 to 8 months. They actually got us some options open for the next 18 months. So, like I said, kudos to those guys. They really are doing what they need to do and helping us out a whole bunch. But that's pretty much what I've got. You have my handout, I guess, on Stage 1 schedule as it sits. We'll just turn it back over to Tina for a little bit.
Talking about Stage 2, though.
Oh, Stage 2, yeah, that is true. I guess I'm trying not to go too much into that because we don't have it up yet, but Stage 2, the Pickin Porch Show Stage 2, will be at the 316 location on Broad. So there will be a lot of music in this town, and thank goodness we're going to be hooked to a whole lot. So, but if there's any questions, you can. There's phone numbers on here for Tim or myself. You can email either one of us, but we'll let the man come back here. Tim, what?
You might notice he skipped over February because that's when we're going to do the fundraiser for the ACMA and the scholarships at East Tennessee State University. It's February, is it the 24th?
24th.
February 24th, the last Saturday in February, we're going to be out at Northeast State Technical College. And we go ahead and announce this. We're going to be honoring, we always have 3 honorees And the main honoree that we're going to recognize this year will be Mr. Larry Sparks. Larry played music with Dr. Ralph Stanley early in his career, right after Carter Stanley had passed away. We honored Dr. Ralph posthumously last year, but Larry, of course, is still with us, so that's going to be a big show. Larry Sparks is an icon in bluegrass music. He's in his 53rd year of performing, so Larry's a great guy, so we will be honoring him, which should draw a big crowd over there at Northeast State Tech, where they get 500 seats. 500. And if you haven't been to that theater, try to come on February 24th and see the legendary Larry Sparks. Let me see, I do have the... For the ladies and gentlemen in the press, I've got some sheets here, some post-press release sheets. If you'd like to have them, if you want me to email them to you, I can do that. But all in all, we're just excited to be in Kingsport. We're officially here now, even though we've got some moving to do. We plan, like Rick says, to create a lot of music here and draw a lot of tourism dollars, hopefully, to this city, because tourism is a business and it's a big business. So let's work on it, and we appeal to everybody in the community and the city and throughout our region to support the ACMA, the city of Kingsport, and what we're doing here with the Mountain Music Museum and Pickin Porch 1 and 2. So I guess that's it.
Jeff, would you like to come up and say a few words about what's going on? All right, any questions?
This is a great day for Kingsport. Earlier today, we cut the ribbon or groundbreaking on a new development downtown. It's going to be 256 units. That conflicted with another groundbreaking in Sullivan East Middle School. They had to push off till next Friday. So there's a lot of announcements going on right now, and this is certainly one of those. So I wanted to explain the conflicts that we've been facing, but they're all good conflicts. There's a lot going on in Kingsport. I posted a video the other day of our first Friday downtown. I noticed Rick liked it. We had, the streets were just buzzing with activity, and we just cannot wait to get the ACMA and Pickin Porch here in Kingsport and just continue to embrace you, let you grow with our region. This type of music, this traditional old-time music, is part and parcel of who we are as a culture, as a region, and I can't think of a better fit than what you're doing. We just welcome you here. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Would you like to say something?
I can't beat that. He's the city manager. He did a good job there. Hey, we're glad that you're here, and thank you for selecting Kingsport. We know you had a choice, and we're really pleased that you're here. So look
I
forward to
think we made the best decision. Thank y'all very much for coming in, and if you have any questions, like I said, there's email addresses and phone numbers here. Just give us a call. And then upcoming few weeks, we'll be moving into the 316 Broad Street location. Come by and say hi. You know, roll up your sleeves a little bit. John Necessary will probably put you to work. So just try to avoid it.
I want to do that. Everybody that's associated, our volunteers and members, take a stand up here, take a round of applause. These folks are that's just part of it. And also these same folks help out in a great way over the Carter Family Fold, who we work very closely with on a weekly basis. So support that organization as well. Remember, I've got some press conference pages here for folks in the press if you want to have one to take you back with you. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you.